Everything's cool, folks. We just had to move our broadcast to FS2. That's just what we had to do. YouTube, for some reason, was having some problems, and it told me to fix something. But I don't know what that was, so I just moved it over. Everything looks really good. They have not pitted yet, so that's a little interesting to me. I think they're trying to make it to the buffer zone, because if you can make it to about lap 33, I think you're good, because you can do it on a 2-stop. However, I don't think you can quite do that on a 100 lap race, but I don't know. Would have to test it and see. Damn, some good songs are playing. Zayden Davidson, Dylan Schwellenberg, Curtis Rodriguez. When are they going to pit? You know, they're on 2X, so they're going to be pitting soon. Rodriguez, Curtis, Davidson, not Davidson, Johnson. Let's see what the 9 can do on the bottom here, racing with Curtis. He still has to really work for it, but he can get alongside. Went really low and was able to get that to go. But see the fall off. He's running a 31.7, 31.5 for Curtis. The fall off is insane here at Atlanta. Undercutting will definitely be the right call, I believe. Rodriguez still fighting with Curtis. Curtis trying to make an attack on Schwellenberg. And Curtis around the outside. I think everything's good. I think it would be really awesome to be able to live stream Sunday. And that's definitely the idea of what we're thinking about doing. 12 p.m. on Sunday, I believe, is what we're going to be aiming for. Curtis and Schwellenberg. Yeah, this is last race's roster. Curtis able to get alongside of Dylan Schwellenberg. Schwellenberg charges the corner. So really, really surprised they have not pitted. But everything sounds good. Like there isn't anything that's really distracting or annoying. That's all that this test is about, is just making sure it sounds right, you know, just like it's a normal video. Curtis and Schwellenberg fighting for second position. And like I mentioned earlier in the stream, like, you watch them. Right now they're beating Turner in this test race, but when it comes to the time for Sunday, Turner will somehow be able to pull out a 9th win this season. I'm telling you, this man just somehow finds a way to pull out wins in the crucial moments. He's got about a race of a point lead on Curtis and a race and a half on Schwellenberg with 3 races to go. And these two, of Schwellenberg and Curtis, need to find a way to just gain points on Jesse Turner. And they're going to be pitting here. They're pitting. Davidson, they made it to lap 35. I'm really impressed. They're going to have to pit a second time, unless somehow some people can make it even longer, I believe. Richard Johnson in the 47 stayed out. I think he might be the only one, really. Dodd stays out. Actually, some people might have short pitted. Collins in the 86. Actually, yeah. These are all guys that have not pitted yet. You know, Stephen Pollard III, he's in 2 cars for this race. He's in the 08 and the 0. Because Pollard ran in the 0 for Martinsville, but this car hasn't been adjusted yet for Atlanta. This was the car that ran at Martinsville, and Pollard's in the 08, which he failed to qualify, I think, for Atlanta. So cars are on pit road. I don't even like this music. There's some music I have that's for specific events. Actually, I'm going to test that real quick. You guys are about to see what I do, what I figured out what I can do. So just wait and watch this. Watch this. Watch it. Boom. All right. Change the music. put some meme music in the background. I kind of like this music, no cap, but let's see where they all cycle out. Richard Johnson staying out. He stayed out, and that hurt him tremendously. Jordan Davis in the 20th thinks a lap down, yeah. Same with Austin Rodgers, who's not even supposed to be in that car anymore. I have to change that. Got to figure out where everyone's running. I have no clue who's going to be in the lead. It says Davidson, but I think Davidson... Actually, yeah, Davidson's still in the lead. And it's Schwellenberg, Lamas. I think Lamas the undercut. Because he's in third. Curtis, Dejon Weeks, the top 5. Matthew Rodriguez, Dylan Young, Richard Johnson, Jesse Turner. Then White rounding out the top 10. Bassinger, Lynn. Jeff James is in 13th. Team ran really well at Martinsville, to be fair. Griffin, England, Sanford, Dodd, Caps, and John Arndt rounding out the top 20. It's Bobby Jones. And Stephen Paul III. Watch this, watch this. Stephen Paul III, Sean Harple, Kyle Collins, Ryan Acosta, Stephen Paul III, and then James Sorfox. Hayden Klein, Anthony Marchese. He's going to be in a special scheme for this race weekend. The Hardy's car. Alex Bignacco, what happened to him? He was in the top 5 earlier, wasn't he? Or was that Las Vegas? We did a test race at Las Vegas earlier, and he was running top 5. Julio Cesar, DeMax, Fisher, Rogers, Fitzwater. He's going a lap down now to the 91 of Zayden Davidson. Wonder what's next in the music category. I have to figure out what I'm going to do for that. Oh, yeah, this is good. It's Pokemon. Curtis and Schwellenberg side by side. They're just... Curtis and Schwellenberg are competing at such a high level right now to do something to stop Turner from winning the title this season. And it's been very impressive. You know, Turner, he's got 8 wins on the season. And then you have Curtis with 5, which is an impressive amount as well. But Schwellenberg's only won once. He's got the most top 5s and the most top 10s. But only 1 win this season. There's a few times Schwellenberg's team was really throwing it away this season. Richmond, he could have won there, pitted with like 22 to go from the lead. And a green flag run, nonetheless. And then at New Hampshire, he led half the race, really, and then had a terrible pit stop. I feel like there was another time his pit crew really screwed him over. Davidson, Curtis, Schwellenberg. Then it's Lamas actually running the top 5. Same with Dejon Weeks. But maybe not for long, as Rodriguez and Turner going to be trying to make something happen. Jesse Turner, man. He had an 89-point lead over DJ Curtis last race, before going into last race, then left with a 64-point advantage with 3 races to go, and 60 points is the max you can get in a race. So if Turner is to DNF Sunday and Curtis wins, that is a 5-point difference. They could leave Atlanta with a 5-point difference, Turner leading over Curtis. And if for some reason Turner and Curtis finished 41st and 42nd, for example, and Schwellenberg won, my alarm goes off again as soon as I do all that. That's 59 points. How many points would Schwellenberg be back at that rate? 89 minus 59, because you get a minimum as 1 point. 30 points. Schwellenberg somehow could find his way 30 points back with 2 races to go after this race if everything played out perfectly for him this weekend. And then Curtis could be as little as 5 points back if some things go his way. So the title is still on. You got to be perfect in this race weekend, the final 3 races. just the thing that baffles me is that Dylan Schwellenberg was 130. He was 130 going into Martinsville with 4 races to go. That's over 2 races back. And now he's a race and a half. If he can do that again, he'd be a race back with 2 races to go. And if he could do that same thing again, it'd be half a race back. Going into the final race. It's a lot to ask for, but I think Curtis and Schwellenberg will be pleased to be able to keep the title fight alive into the finale. If they can somehow do that, if they can still keep the title fight up in the air, still undecided by Charlotte, I think that will be a job well done by them. But they're still thinking championship too. Gotta have that mindset though. Rodriguez 4th, Turner now moving up into the top 5 past Cody Lamas. Do y'all think I should live stream for Sunday, or should I just stick to what I usually do? I don't know. It's gonna be a 100-lap race. Live stream. What I was going to do is start the stream at 12, have a 20-minute practice session, then qualifying is going to take 5 minutes. So practice from 12 to 12:20, qualifying from 12:20 to 12:25, and then the pre-race. We sit on the grid and talk about the race 5 minutes. Let the time run out. Let the cars sit on the grid for 5 minutes. And let them roll off. And by the time they roll off, it'll be 12:30. 12:30 race time. And the race usually takes about an hour, hour and a half. So it'll be done by 1:30, 2 o'clock, which Cup races I think is at 2 o'clock. I don't think it would take an hour and a half. You already see what time it is now. We're 50 laps in and it's 33 minutes in. So it should only be an hour. You get to see practice, qualifying, and we go straight into the race. And then, like I was talking with Vince Freeze earlier, because for a while he was the only one in here, gonna have to make up something if we're in the middle of the race and the game crashes, or either the game crashes or something happens. We'd have to just be able to scrap it. Understand that that's just going to happen. If that happens, we reschedule and start it all over again. But that's just kind of part of it. You got to understand the risk that comes with live streaming. Live streaming, you know, that's just going to happen. And it's going to really suck if that was to happen. And that's just part of live streaming, you know. Somewhere along the line, I'm sure it's going to happen if I were to do it a lot. But I think it's possible that it doesn't happen. But even if it does, then it'll be all right. Ace Wild and Cody Lamas, they have been racing with each other, haven't they? Lamas finally able to get by him. I think I'm gonna do that. I won't have music playing for practice or qualifying, but I'm gonna turn it on for the race. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Get ready for work and all. Have to be at work at 11 o'clock. Curtis is going to try and take the lead here, but I'm not going to finish the race. Actually, I'll just skip forward, see what it looks like. Curtis is going to end up taking the lead. pulls the gap. A Tunner moving up to second place. Oh man, there was a big crash. Green flag, and then not another wreck. Bassinger, Young, Curtis, Young gonna win over Bassinger, Curtis, Turner, Rodriguez, Schwellenberg, Griffin, Schwellenberg, Davidson, Johnson, Weeks. All right, so that's it with the test video. Not this music, no. Oh man. All right. More than likely gonna be live streaming Sunday, which is gonna be very interesting. So we'll work from there. So I'll see you guys Sunday. See you guys in the Discord or something. It's pre-qualifying. I'm about to post that here in a second. So thank you all for your feedback, and I will see you